What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Turkey Chan. Today I'm doing a comparison of the Labubu Have a Seat collection versus the Macaron collection. There's some small differences between these two, so hopefully this video helps you decide which one to get. And hopefully if you're watching this and you're trying to get a legit one, some things to spot. But first, let's just go over overall face value, the differences. Ears are about the same. It looks like, you know, there's some slight thinner inner ears with the Have a Seat collection. Overall, the fur on the Have a Seat collection is shorter, whereas the fur on the Macaron collection is longer and a bit more raggedy. In terms of the rings, the tag. Come on, Labubu, work with me now. Work with me now, Labubu. Labu. Alright, the Have a Seat collection says the monsters, whereas the Macaron collection also says the monsters, but the color is different. And then on the back it says Pop Mart. Then on the back of the Macaron it says Pop Mart, but the font's a little bit bigger. So if I could get these two to show up side by side, you can take a look. Font's bigger on the Macaron. About the same for the monsters. Now, for me, the Have a Seat collection, the ears were always bent inwards, whereas the Macaron collection, there's space in the ears, whereas the Have a Seat collection, they're just more bent. Obviously, the Have a Seat collection, the legs of the Labubu are bent in. And speaking of the legs, Have a Seat collection doesn't have the stamp, whereas the Macaron has that stamp. All Labubus should have that UV label on their heel. So if you shine like a UV light, you should see like a little stamp there. The label on the Have a Seat collection is slightly different. My label for the Macaron is on the side, right side, if I'm facing the Labubu, and the Have a Seat is on the buttocks region. Oh, I got a little loose thread on my Labubu. Overall, my Have a Seat collection is just so chunky, whereas my Macaron one isn't as chunky. There are some Macarons where they're chunkier, so there's more padding in the stomach. There's the same variation with the Have a Seat. Some of my Have a Seats are flat, not a lot of stuffing, and from what I've read online, there's 2 factories pumping out Labubus. One factory puts more stuffing in the Labubu, and it's considered higher quality Labubu. Whereas the factory that pumps less padding into the Labubu is considered the lower quality one. Honestly, quality-wise, I have about 6 Labubus for my kids. And quality-wise, it's about the same throughout the board. Sometimes you get a Labubu with fur that's kind of sticking out randomly. It's not uniform. You gotta clean that up a bit. So yeah. Can't speak too much on the quality difference. I mean, they're pretty good in my experience. So here's the tag of the Macaron. It says monsters. And then you got the labels and whatnot. And then you can scan this for authenticity. And then my Have a Seat, it's on the bottom. Here's how it looks like. It says the monster as well. And then the Pop Mart tag. So the only difference here is just the color difference of the tags. One's black, one's tan. If you look at the back of the Labubu, pretty much the same. The sitting one is just so freaking cute. Teeth count are the same as well. Labu, 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 Labu. Now, the fake Labubus out there, the face is very shiny, whereas the real ones, they have a very matte face. So the face doesn't shine at all. Get my camera to focus here. You see how it's matte on the face, even with light on there, only the eyes are reflective. Right, you see how the face is matte. Now with Have a Seat collection, the eyes are flat. Whereas the Macaron collection, the eyes have some indentation in there. Hands are about the same. The Macaron hands are slightly darker, and the Have a Seat hands are more tan. Same thing with the feet, but it's harder to tell with the feet. Labu, labu, hey! Alright, let's get serious. Same thing with the other hand. The Macaron collection is a bit more pale, while the Have a Seat is creamier. That is pretty much it in terms of differences. Oh, and the ring. Macaron has a heavier gold brushed ring, whereas the Have a Seat collection has a lighter, creamy ring that should match the color of your Labubu, I believe. And that is it. For me, I personally like the Have a Seat collection more, just because it looks a lot cuter. The standard Labu, you could get it to sit, but it's just losing some cuteness. Articulation-wise, you can spin the feet. You can move the hands. Wah! Kung Fu! Hiya! And you can twist the head. And then for Have a Seat, you could twist the head as well. You can't really move the legs. I mean, you could spin the foot and like spin the hand and articulate it in and out. But yeah, articulation's about the same. But yeah, guys, that's a quick comparison of Have a Seat versus Macaron. Hopefully, it can help decide which one to get. Personally, I like Have a Seat just because you could just set it on your desk. Most of the time, it would sit. If you just squash it a bit, it'll sit. There you go. All right, guys, that's all I have. Let me get a shot for the thumbnail. All right, have a good one. Ciao.